What's up, guys? It's me, the Nightly Toker. So you know what? We're broadcasting from the computer, actually, with the blue Black Ice Snowball microphone, which I think does work pretty good. However, for some strange reason, I have not been able to locate my Puffcast intro that's on my phone and email it, so that, or even transfer it, whatever, so that I can put it on the studio application on my computer. So we're going to make do with a whisper intro for about 33 seconds or so. I'm good with that. So we're sitting here. When I say we, it's me. It's Shmi. It's Saturday night, August 12th. And you know what? It's not been the greatest day. I was actually really hoping to do a Q&A session tonight. I put it up last night on Twitter. That, Q&A tonight. So, ask your questions. And, unfortunately, what I thought might happen, did happen. And, nobody asked any questions. I got one that was sent to me through, Twitter from a gentleman who simply asked, basically, okay, I'm going to read what he said. I'm not going to say who sent it, because I don't want to make the person look different or weird or anything, because I'm the weird one. Okay, but what did he say here? He said, okay, I've heard a couple episodes. I don't really understand what the show's about. What is the Puffcast, and why do you do it? You know what? That is a pretty good question. Or questions, I guess. So, we're going to address the first one here. First, I got to take a hit, though, and I'm trying to take a hit because I just completely annihilated one of my concentrates chambers. I had 3 of them. I killed one a while back when I first got into dabs. Second one I was using was flawless, no problem, no issue. And unfortunately, I just went to pull out some reclaim from the inner coil. And it pulled out everything. Like everything pulled out. It fucked itself. It was like, no, we're done. Thankfully, I had one more. So I just spent the last 20 minutes scraping out the rest of the chamber. I pulled out a good amount of reclaim. It looks a little rough. Some of it still looks like it's really good shape. Like it's not even reclaim. It was just dab residue that never even got vaporized. That was just stuck to the sides. So, you know what? We're going to use it all. Because I'm down to, what am I down to? Like maybe 2 decent bowls on the solar airizer, if I went that route. And just a little bit of this reclaim, and then a little tiny bit of the recovered dabs from the previous concentrates chamber. So I'm curious what this reclaim is going to taste like, because I put the reclaim in first. I've only done reclaim a few times. It's a little different, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get it enough going. Doesn't seem to want to do much of anything. So while I'm fixing this, I'll answer that question. So this gentleman, of course, doesn't quite understand the show. You know what? That's okay. Basically, what is the Puffcast? The Puffcast is my personal sesh. Okay. I've said on multiple occasions, that I deal with a lot of mental health issues. I have anxiety, very bad anxiety. I suffer from depression right now. I not typically always do. It's not something I always deal with, but I have for the last year. And sometimes it's really bad. Sometimes it's not so much. I also have ADHD, which doesn't help with the attention span. I have PTSD. I got that diagnosis after my youngest daughter passed away of cancer a year ago. Yeah, so that one's a tough one there. So yeah, the Puffcast. What is the Puffcast? It's basically just my own personal sesh where I do my thing And I guess I kind of use the Puffcast as my outlet, a way for me to kind of talk about what's on my mind, what's bothering me. And I mean, I guess that's why a lot of people don't understand it. Or they find it a little bit boring. You know what? I understand that. That's okay. I don't blame anybody for not getting into my show, because it's not really a show. It's basically just me smoking, talking randomly. And that's what it was. It helps. This helps me personally to be able to sit, smoke, get whatever's bothering me, kind of dive into it a little bit if I want to, or just talk about my day, my week, what's going on with anything, the wildfires in my province, work, whatever. It's basically just my time to do my thing. And anybody who listens and follows along, I thank you. I appreciate it. I don't have really too many consistent followers. I really don't have many followers at all who subscribe to the podcast on Spreaker. There's like 4. I don't have any subscribers on Google Play yet. And I think that's because a lot of people don't understand the show, which is fine. It's not for everybody. And we're not even going to pretend that it is. Now, there's some downside here, folks. Major downside. And that is this concentrates chamber that I pulled out. Not the one that I fucked. The other one that I had. I thought it was good, because it's still all intact, and yet looking down in there, and I got no vaporization going on at all. I don't think this sucker's heating up in the least bit, which makes me a little concerned. Which means I've got all this goodness, well, not all this goodness, but a bit of this goodness, and I can't even use it. Unless I do a bowl on the aerizer and throw some in there. Because I think that this sucker is just dead too. I don't know. Which kind of sucks, because we're about 7-8 minutes in and I haven't taken a puff yet. Oh, fuck. Yeah. So, yeah, this sucker just literally came out like the other one. And it came out so easily because, yeah, the bottom was broken. Fortunately, okay, when you get a concentrates chamber on a little pen like this, they are cool. They're great. Very useful. Quick dabs. However, they don't take too much heat for very long. So eventually they will crap out, which kind of blows chunks. Because now I have no way to do my shatter unless I throw it in the aerizer with some leaf, and I don't have much leaf right now. So, or I guess you could use like knives or something. I don't know. That's not really an option either. So now that this chamber is fucked as well, it's a shitty fucking night. It really, really is. Balls. I'm not happy. Not happy in the least. So we're going to take out the aerizer, which is fully charged, by the way. Throw a little bowl in there. And, looks like there's a little bit in there too. And, okay, you know what? That looks pretty done, honestly, the one that was in there. So, let's bang that out. Bang it out. Bang it out, baby. Eventually, we're going to take a rip here, guys. I swear to gosh. Swear to gosh. Alright, clean the sucker out. Let's do our due diligence. The due diligence. Clean it out. Alright, you know what? Good enough. Good enough. So, yeah. Alright, we're good. Ish. So, let's load a little bowl. Pack that sucker down. We're going to just... Honestly, we're going to get fucked here. We are. We really, really are. Because I am in the mood to just go hard right now, honestly. I am not overly pleased with anything. No, get down, get down. Okay. So back to what is the Puffcast. Obviously, the Puffcast is my personal session. It's my moment in time to relax let you in on what's bothering me, how my day's going, my week, whatever, my moment. Some people get it, a lot of people don't, and that's alright. That really is, because it is a very unique thing here. So there's really no theme to this show. It is whatever it is. But unfortunately, the Q&A that I was planning just didn't work out. Maybe I should have given more notice. I don't know. The Twitter account I use for the Puffcast, it's not always that active either. I don't know. It's like I'm looking for something. I'm looking to be part of something more. I want to feel like I'm involved with something, because my personal life really, I guess I don't feel connected to much. I feel very alone a lot of the time. So when I do a Puffcast show, I'm just trying to reach out to somebody else, I guess. I don't know what I've been told. Other than life's just fucking peachy right now. But it's alright. It's alright. It can only get worse from here, right? I mean, better. It can only get better from here. I don't like being a negative person, but a lot of people say I am a very negative person. Very pessimistic. And you know what? I won't disagree. I'm a very pessimistic person. You tell me something, I won't... Okay. I'm going to rephrase this. If you tell me your plan of what you want to do specifically about a situation or how you want to go about something, I will most often put in my 2 cents as to why I don't think it'll work very well. But I will always give you tips and ideas on how to make your plan or your idea work. If you're just talking, I won't shoot it down like, oh, you had a good day? Oh, well, it was raining. How can you have a good day? I won't shit on everybody's day like that. I'm not like that. I've worked very hard to not be like that, because you know what? It's very easy to get pulled into that negativity and all that bullshit and all that crap that you don't want to be in. So, fuck that. Alright, we're going to heat this up to a 4 because we got a big daub of Reclaim in there, and the battery just fucking dropped. That was weird. I jumped it from 3 to 4, and then it dropped back to a 2. It's like it's restarting the heating process. Which is fine. It just needs to heat up a little faster so I can take a fucking rip. Because I need to relax. Because right now, I'm a little shaky. I'm a little antsy. I've been generally pissed off most of the day. Because nobody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. Anyways. Take a big old breath. And we're going to take a big old puff. And just let all that shit out. Here we go. So, you know. It's puff time! Here we go. Let's take a few puffs before we get back into this, guys. Bear with me. I think that Reclaim in there is definitely heating up. Holy shit. Whew. Jabba. Oh, you know. Oh, thanks. Alright, I just had to hit the button because it was sitting there, and on the desktop app, it's got preloaded all the stupid shit that you can hit. So I hit it. Some of these other ones are... Woo! Sounds the same. And ooh, thunder. Oh, scary. And ooh, they got some pretty stupid sound effects added into this thing. But you know what? All in all, this app is pretty good that you can download. I do seriously recommend it because it is a lot of fun. If you broadcast, if you've never podcasted before, check it out. Honestly, I didn't know what podcasting was till I started listening. I came across a couple. First one I'd ever listened to was Getting High with Doug. That's a good one with Doug Benson. He's a fucking hilarious comedian who's pretty much always stoned. So check him out. But yeah, so podcasting was fairly new to me. I still enjoy it. I do get down about how interactive the audience is, basically, and a lot of the times there's really nobody. It just seems like nobody's listening, nobody's engaging, nobody cares. That's kind of where my mind wants to go. But in reality, it's like, you know what? I'm one speck of like a billion things online. It's really hard to draw in a crowd. You really have to work at it and provide something that people want to keep coming back for. Whereas the Puffcast show is not necessarily something that people always want to come back for. And that's okay. That's okay. That's also why I have the other podcast show, Because I Puff. That one's a little bit more themed. I do enjoy doing that one. We'll have another episode of that probably Monday, maybe Tuesday. I can't say for sure because it's going to be a very stupid busy week with work. I've got a lot of people going on holidays, so I've got to jump in and fill some shifts for some people. Plus, try to help other people do. Oh my god, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So for the moment, let's take a puff, okay? Let's just take a puff. Let's do it. Oh, sheesh. That's a little rough. Alright. I wish there was a more streamlined, fluent, easy button-ish system to deliver music with this app. Maybe there is, I just don't pay enough attention to it. I know there's auto ducking, and I haven't figured that one out yet, where I guess when you get quiet for so long, it'll start to play music, which is kind of cool. So, I don't know, maybe I should turn it on, see what happens. Should I? Alright, let's do it. Alright. We're gonna try auto ducking, and we're gonna see what happens, alright? Yeah. Let's see what happens. We're not gonna say anything. It's just gonna be dead air for a minute, okay, guys? Bear with me. Well, that sucks. Nothing's happening. Maybe I don't know how to use it. I don't know. What is the point, I guess? I don't know. We're going to turn it off. We'll figure it out when we're not live. Because anybody who is currently listening right now is probably like, what? What just happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing at all. You know, I do seriously miss my Evodes. I loved my Evode dry herb pens. They're all toast. They're all fucked. They're all done. They got me super high. And I find, honestly, when you switch between methods of smoking, like for a while there I was smoking a lot of shatter. Then I kind of laid off that, and then I jumped over to just the herb. And I was just doing just a bowl of dry herb in the solo airizer. I was feeling it, whereas for the longest time I wouldn't, because I was smoking more and more and more. But by not smoking as much herb lately and smoking the shatter, right? And then I jump back to just the herb in the solo. So it's really nice. Oh, just trying to lock up my case here, guys. Whoa. It's really nice to jump back and forth and just see how the different things affect, because earlier, before I fucked my last concentrated chamber, I'd taken like 2 little moderate rips on the Atmos with some mini dabs, and I felt it. So, and I hadn't had dabs in a while either, so it was nice. Man, this friggin' glass piece is getting so freaking oily. So oily. I gotta clean that soon. But, you know. So, yeah, this is my failed Q&A. But that's alright. It's not gonna get me down. Eventually, you know what, I do hope to do another one. Or an actual one. Like I said, I got the one where it's, you know, don't really understand the show. What's the show about? Why do I do it? Kind of explained all that. It's my sesh. It's my time. It's just where I take it. I don't know. Maybe it's not exactly how it used to be. I don't know. I still think it sounds the same. Not much has changed. Just sometimes I get really high. Sometimes I get moderately high. Very few times do I get just a little bit high. So it's my moment to self-medicate. Because cannabis seriously does help my depression, my anxiety, my PTSD, my ADHD. All that shit that's just pulling at me in a million fucking directions. Everything that where you just feel hopeless and helpless when you medicate with cannabis. It just pulls that pressure off. And, you know, it's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. But I am so grateful for cannabis. It is one of the best things that I've ever allowed in my life. Because without it, life would be a lot harder sometimes. You know, I'm sure I'd be on a million pills. I'm sure I'll be probably still having to be on pills because, unfortunately, since I don't medicate during the day, because I do have to try and work and, you know, be functional more. That if I don't medicate during the day and I don't take pills for my anxiety, it becomes far too much. Now, some people would just tell me, okay, you know, why don't you just try smoking during the day? But I can't be high during the day. I can't be high at work because I am in a position of authority. And I have to engage with a lot of people. So it just would not work out. But maybe if I went the CBD route, maybe that would be something that would definitely help more. I don't really know that much about CBD. Maybe I should ask that to my buddy, the CBD channel, since he does, I think he clearly has more of an idea of CBD and its uses and effects and all that stuff. Maybe I should talk with him a little bit. And then talk to my friends over at Bud Zone Canada, budzone.ca, because they do have a lot of products that are just strictly CBD. So it wouldn't be a bad thing to maybe try that route, something that can still help with you know, all the crap that I need help with, but not have the psychoactive parts of the high with the THC, right? So, something to think about. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do some days. Which kind of sucks because, as you can hear in probably the tone of my voice several times now, it sounds like I probably was about to cry. And I feel lately a lot of my emotion is sitting right up on top. With everything, you know? And, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do. Try to hit his last puff. Let's try that. Good stuff. Well, you know what? I think that might be it. That's it for this one. Even though the Q&A really didn't work out, and I could have literally just probably messaged that one person back, I still wanted to come on and, say a few words, answer the question, complain, bitch and moan, and rant and rave, get a little high, and I do feel a little high, which is good. That bowl with that reclaim definitely is enhancing everything. I do want to try to do another bowl. It just sucks because I'm going to have to use the reclaim. I might save the reclaim, but just do a bowl of the flour, which is very little left. I think I've got enough for one more bowl, which is the downside. And my order from budzone.ca probably will not be here till Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. I don't know when it was sent out. But it'll be nice when it gets here because I've got, I think I ordered like a gram of Komakush shatter, 2 grams of Granddaddy purple shatter, and then I think there's 3 different strains that I ordered. I think some Himalayan gold. I can't remember the other ones, honestly. So that'll be nice to get here. And, of course, with that, and with the help of Bean, because we're definitely going to need to use some of his Bubba Kush. But we're going to roll that big fat 12-inch raw cone, because this weekend is the 20-year friendiversary between Bean and I, which will be cool, because 20 years is a long fucking time. He's stuck by me no matter what. He's grown a lot. I don't always give him enough credit for everything that he's done to better himself and his life. He's a rock solid guy, and would pretty much do anything for anybody if you just asked. You know, he may not always get the cue of when to jump in to help, but if you just say, hey man, I need your help, he will be there. So, Bean, this one is for you. I'm gonna load, before I go, my final bowl. I'm going to do it on the show, because I definitely need some more. And as for the rest of the few days, I don't know what I'll do. I might have to go hit up the Bean and be like, hey buddy, I love you, can you help me out? And I'm sure he would. Holy shit, is that ever dark? Alright, that all just came flying out. Alright, let's do this. It's fucking hot. Oh shit. Hot. Alright. The glass piece is still fucking on fire. It's on fire. Alright, let's get the last little bit. Because, yeah, this will be pretty much my final bowl with this weed. So I may as well use the reclaim now, because I don't want to. There's no point sitting on it till we get another pen. I don't know. Which makes me wonder what I'm going to do when all that delicious shatter gets here, because now I have no way to use it. So I'm definitely going to have to go buy something. That's obvious. Get that reclaim in there. Alright, stay up there. Get this. Pinch that. Push it. Ah, shit. That could have ended badly, guys. Could have, but it didn't. Pinch it up. So I'm definitely going to have to get a new pen. I'm thinking... Oh. You know what? I'm thinking. I need to get something good. You know, I'm pretty sure I could justify spending 70, maybe $80 on a concentrates pen for some shatter use here. I did see some pretty good deals. I can't remember where I saw them though, which is kind of the pisser. But maybe I'll throw that out on Twitter and just say, hey guys, this is what I have to spend. Can anybody help hook me up for a good deal? I don't know. We'll see. I know I have no fame, no pull, no nothing on anywhere on this web. But I have gotten some freebies, some good discounts, some cool shoutouts, some cool stuff since I started the Puffcast from, multiple different sources. Budzone, huge shout out to them. They have always been so generous and courteous and kind to me. I think we have a nice relationship with them, or I have a nice relationship with them. So, shout out to them. There was a point to this, but I kind of feel like that last bowl is kind of going like, hello, maybe I should have stopped at that one and gone 2 days. I don't know. But fuck it. I still feel a little not so in a great mood. So I may as well just do this bowl because it's already lit. It's already lit. Let's just do it. Let's just fucking do it. Let's take another final rip and then we'll play out. Okay. So as always, you can friend, follow, subscribe on Spreaker.com, Massroots, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, SoundCloud, Google+. I'm all over the fucking place, but primarily Twitter, Instagram, Spreaker, and Google Play is where we're at the most. So check out any of those. Friends, follow us, show us some love. We'll show it back. I just want to say thanks for listening, and hopefully you'll listen to another episode. And if you like this episode, please subscribe, give it a share, give it a follow. It means the world to me. I would love to build up more subscribers to the podcast. So we will catch you on the next one. And this final bowl puff mega rip here is because it's puff time. Yes it is. But this one goes out to the Bean for always being there for me. And it also goes out. So you know what? I'll do one for the Bean. Oh, there you go, Bean. And one final one for my wife. For even though she's never listened to any of these, really doesn't know just what it's about. I've explained a bit, but she's been so supportive of me doing this because she knows it makes me happy. So this one's for her. I love you, dear. Don't forget, stay lifted and keep smiling. I know I'll try to keep smiling too. Peace.